Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Tesla Peg here. Today I'm going to be going over 3 reasons why you should buy the 2020 Tesla Model Y in Canada. Now, before... Sorry guys, I gotta get that. Hello? Oh guys, it's Mr. YouTube. What? They're not smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm? Okay, I'm making a video right now. I'll talk to them. Okay. Guys, I just got a call from YouTube. You guys are not smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. In order for me to make these videos and these videos to, I don't know, help me out, help this channel out. So please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It would really help this channel out. And I'll be able to make more of these videos. You know the drill. Just smash that like button, subscribe, and yeah. So the Tesla Model Y is a family crossover SUV from Tesla. It's exactly like my car, the Tesla Model 3, but there's a few things that are different. Like, for example, it's a few inches taller than this car, obviously because it's a crossover. There's no this on the car. Like, there's like a, I don't know if you can see here, there's like a center. Okay, I'll just move it. Okay, so there's this. Like the whole thing, there's like 2 glass pieces, but on the Model Y, it's just one whole glass piece, and it looks beautiful. There's just a few different, but I'd say like the major differences that I would say, the number one point, the heat pump, and also one of the reasons I'd probably switch to the Model Y sooner or later, especially when I'm in colder climates like this in Winnipeg, Manitoba, where it goes like minus 40 degrees Celsius. Yep. So Tesla first unveiled the Model Y a year-ish from now on March 2019, and just after a year they're doing their first deliveries. Despite the pandemic and being 3 months ahead of schedule, they were supposed to be doing their first deliveries on, say, June-July, but the first deliveries went out on March, which was a first for Tesla because they were always late on delivering their cars. I experienced the difference here, though. Like, I didn't get to experience a late delivery on my Tesla. I got my Tesla in like 3 weeks. So Tesla was lacking one main thing on their lineup, which was an affordable SUV. Of course, they came up with the Model X, but it's super expensive. The Model Y, on the other hand, is much more affordable than the Model X. And the SUV market is growing as well in Canada, and especially so I would say this car, I would say, and even Elon Musk said it as well. He said he expects this Model Y to sell more than the Model X, S, and 3 combined. And I see this happening because a lot of people are just coming to realization that these cars are actually affordable in the long run. Like, the Tesla Model 3 actually outsold the Honda Civic. Yes, guys, Tesla Model 3 outsold the Honda Civic. A lot of people are just realizing that getting a gas car with all those maintenance, like the 5,000, getting an oil change after 5,000, and oil prices going up, it's just not affordable anymore. And getting an electric car is much more sustainable and also reasonable economically as well. And I would say this is the perfect time for the Model Y to come out, because people are getting more and more into SUVs. It's safer. Families love it. Families love to get an SUV more rather than sedan like this. It has much more space, and definitely gonna be the best selling car. I mean, this is the most anticipated car by Tesla yet. I mean, if you want to drive something that's super safe, extremely intelligent, like a smartphone on wheels, and extremely spacious, I would say go for the Tesla Model Y. It's a perfect family sedan. I mean, crossover SUV. Oops. So the Tesla Model Y comes in dual motor all-wheel drive with 2 independent motors. This is very important for people like us in Manitoba, where there's like a lot of snow. You don't really get a lot of traction on the road. You'd want something all-wheel drive that has independent motors, so that if one wheel does not is if one wheel slips, the other three makes up for it, and that's what happens with the Model 3 long range dual motor. And I'd say the Tesla Model Y would be a little bit heavier and a little bit bigger, so I'd say that would be a much better winter car, especially with the heat pump combined. So the Tesla Model Y is almost similar to the Tesla Model 3, the car that I have. It shares 70% of the parts with the Tesla Model 3, the car that I'm sitting in right now. And also it looks very similar to the Tesla Model 3. Like if you were to see a Tesla Model Y from like let's say 200 meters away in a highway, I'd say you'd find it hard to tell the difference if it's a Tesla Model Y or a Tesla Model 3. You'd have to get really close. And if you're not a Tesla enthusiast like me, you'd find it hard to differentiate between a Tesla Model Y and a Tesla Model 3. It's just a couple of inches wider and a couple of inches longer in length, and also I'd say like I think it was 7 inches taller in height, so not much of a difference. But this Tesla somehow managed to get this car to be extremely spacious, and the main difference I'd say is what a lot of people have recognized is the sedan to SUV hatchback ish kind of change. So my car, the Tesla Model 3, it doesn't, like, you can't really reach back in the trunk. You have to let the seats down first. It's a sedan. So and on with other cars, like I mean on the Tesla Model Y, it's different because it's a hatchback. So the number one reason that I would say to get the Tesla Model Y would be for the heat pump. This is a newly added feature to the Tesla Model Y that hasn't been in any other Tesla vehicles. My Tesla Model 3 uses resistive heating. It has 100% efficiency, but the thing is, it's taking heat and power out of the battery to heat up the cabin. So in winter, it does degrade a lot because it's very cold outside. It's like minus 20-25 degrees Celsius outside, so it really drains the battery. And on the Model Y, it might actually give you the estimated range that it said it would give, because it's far more efficient. I think it was 200 to 300% more efficient than the resistive heating element in the Tesla Model 3. So I'd say definitely that's the number one reason why anyone should get a Tesla Model Y, is because in my Tesla Model 3 in winter, I get about, let's say, 250 to 300 kilometers of range instead of the 400 kilometers of range that I'm supposed to get in the Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus, the Tesla that I'm sitting in right now. But on the Tesla Model Y, you're supposed to be getting that estimated range. So on the dual motor, you're supposed to be getting 500 kilometers. You would be getting, let's say, closer to 500 kilometers. So you should be getting at least 450 kilometers in winter time. So now we come to the number two reason why you should get a 2020 Tesla Model Y in Canada. I mean everywhere else in the world, because this point kind of applies to everyone. It's how spacious the Tesla Model Ys are. So if you are like, it's a perfect family car. It's a perfect car to go road tripping on. My Tesla has a lot of space. Like, I'll do a video on how spacious this car is later, but until then, watch someone else's video, I guess. My Tesla has only 15 cubic feet of space, whereas the Tesla Model Y jumped from 15 cubic feet of space to, are you guys ready for it? 68 cubic feet of space. That's a lot of space, like a lot. So if you are like a family person, like if you have a big family, if you guys like road tripping, if you guys like packing a lot of things in your car, and I would say get the Tesla Model Y because it has a lot of space. So the number three reason why you should get a Tesla Model Y, I would say, is because increased safety. As if the Tesla Model 3 wasn't safe enough, it got like 5-star rating from almost everyone who tested it. The Tesla Model Y is said to be even safer. It has an extra feature that they added that kind of absorbs all the shock in in times of a frontal collision, it kind of absorbs all the shock and distributes it around the body. So that's 3 reasons why you should buy a Tesla Model Y in Canada, especially. I'll say the number 1 reason is, if you haven't watched my video of the 3 reasons why you should buy 2020 Tesla Model 3, it's exactly that video. And the main feature, the main plus point, I'd say the one main reason why you should get a Tesla Model Y in Canada instead of the Tesla Model 3 is because of the heat pump. You'll get the estimated range in the Tesla Model Y, where in my Tesla Model 3 don't get the estimated range in winter. Like from, let's say, from April to May, June, July, August, September, October. April to October is when I get the estimated range on my Tesla Model 3. Other than that, the rest of the months I do not get the estimated range. In winter I get like around 250 to 300 kilometers, so that's not much. So that's what, like, I'll say that's one main reason why you should get a Tesla Model Y in Canada. So watch my video if you haven't, of the 3 reasons why you should buy a Tesla Model 3 in Canada, and then just add the heat pump feature to it, why there's gonna be no range reduction or degradation, or there's not gonna be extra range consumption on this Tesla vehicle. I won't be elaborating on the Tesla Model Y that much on this video. I'll do a more elaborate video when I get my hands on in a Tesla Model Y. But until then, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification button for my future videos coming out every week, and have a wonderful and powerful rest of the day. Goodbye.